Welcome to AutoCAD. I'm David Atkins. If you've ever wondered how you can send all of your files to a plotter in one go, or how to create a multi-page PDF file of your project, you're in the right place. Today we'll take a look at the batch plot or publish command and explain all the options that are available. This is your ultimate guide to publishing in AutoCAD, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. Let's start with the simplest option. You have a single drawing file with multiple layout tabs. When you open the plot command, each layout has the correct plotter, page size, and other settings the way you want them. The print preview looks correct, and you save the layout settings with Apply to Layout. If this is the only drawing file that we have open, we can simply start the Publish command. This can be found in the Application menu under the Plot menu. You're looking for the Batch Plot command. Confusingly, if you want to type this command, you need to type Publish or just PUB. This can be confusing because there's also a Publish menu in the Application menu, which is not used for the Publish command. The commands in this menu are for automatically zipping up drawing files for archiving or sending the full set, including references, to others. If you're thinking, gosh, that's dumb, you are not wrong. If this is the first time you've ever run this command, then AutoCAD will load all the layouts and model space at the table below. You can remove model space from the list by selecting it and clicking the Remove Sheets button. There's a setting we can change to prevent model space from being automatically loaded, but we'll see that later. By default, this checkbox, Automatically Load All Open Drawings, is checked, which does exactly what it says. Here I have multiple DWG files open, and all of them are loaded when I start the Publish command. You can uncheck this if you commonly have tons of files open and usually only want to publish one or two. When you click on a drawing in this list, AutoCAD will show you the current layout details. This one is set up for 11 by 17 prints. If we're printing directly to the same printer defined in the layout, then there's very little we need to do. We can change the number of copies we want, we can add a plot stamp if we haven't added one in the print settings, and we can choose to print in the background. Not checking this makes the print go faster, but we cannot work. Checking it makes it print slower, but we can continue doing other things. Once you've double-checked your settings, you can click Publish. AutoCAD will ask if you want to save your sheet list. I'm not going to right now. And then AutoCAD will process the print job and set it off. Easy. If you try and publish a drawing that hasn't had the layout set up, you'll get this message. If you see this message, don't click Publish. You need to set up the layouts using the print command first. If you don't, you'll have a bad time. Publishing to a PDF is just as easy, if you want to print in color, that is. We'll talk about forcing PDFs to print in black and white later on. Once again, you start the Publish or Batch Plot command. AutoCAD loads the layouts. We remove model space if it shows up. Making sure the sheets are in the correct order, we then choose PDF from the Publish To dropdown. You can also choose DWF or DWFX. DWF is Autodesk's electronic format that's kind of like a PDF. If you send this to a user, they can open it with a free program called Design Review. It's a great tool for sharing files with contractors since they can add as-built markups and send them back to you. DWFX files works with Design Review, but also works with Microsoft XPS Viewer, which comes with Windows and is useful for sending to clients who don't want to install more software. That said, the process for these formats is the same for PDF, so we'll just keep going. Choosing PDF from the list, you want to check the Publish Options information area. This will tell you how the PDF will come out, either as a bunch of single PDF files or as a combined multi-sheet file. You can change these options with the Publish Options button. You'll probably want to change where it saves the file to, and of course you can verify that you're getting a multi-sheet file from here. Most of the other settings are fine, but you may wish to change the resolution if you're going to send the PDF to a print shop for very large banners or something like that. Click OK, verify your settings one more time, and click Publish. In the Output tab in the ribbon, there is an Export to PDF command. You can choose Export All Layouts and then choose Export to PDF. This command is limited to only a single DWG file. You cannot use this to export multiple drawing files to the same PDF. Because of this limitation, I never use this. Adding more files to your publish settings is easy. We simply click the Add Sheets command. Before you add the sheets though, pay attention to the options at the bottom. By default, AutoCAD has the Include Model and Layout option selected, and that's something we almost never actually want to do. Changing this to Layout will mean we no longer need to remove the model space entry. That's very helpful. This setting will be saved, and anytime you need to publish again, it will no longer load the model space tab. Nice. You can control-click multiple drawings to load them all at once. If you do, you'll probably find that they load out of order. You'll have to change the order of the pages using the arrows, which can be a pain. You can shift-select a bunch of layouts and move them all together, which can save a lot of clicks. I prefer to load each drawing in order, one at a time. Each new file you add will be moved to the bottom of the list. I find this means I spend less time fixing the sheet order. Once you've loaded all the files you want, verified the sheet order, and chosen what print setting you want, you click Publish. Again, it's going to ask if we want to save the sheet list, and again, I'm going to ignore that for now. If it's taken you longer than a minute or so to get your publish options set up, you can make subsequent print jobs a lot faster by saving your sheet list. Warning! You must have saved your drawing before you start the publish command, or you'll get this error, which is annoying because it won't let you save it. It will publish anyway, and you'll have to set it up again. You should get in the habit of saving your drawings before you publish anyway. So you loaded a ton of files and a ton of layouts and have gotten everything in order. You can now save your sheet list so you can easily load it again. We've seen that AutoCAD will ask if you want to do this, or you can click the Save icon beforehand. This saves the settings as a DSD file. I tend to save these in my project folder. Having saved it, you can publish like normal. The next time you need to publish the same set, you can simply click the Open icon and choose the correct DSD file. AutoCAD will ask if you want to replace any sheets that are already there, or add them to the end. Choose the option you want. This loads all the layouts. Verify everything looks good and click Publish. Here's an example of an older DSD I put together. Since I saved the sheet list, I had changed file names, moved drawing files into different directories, removed some layout tabs, and generally borked the whole thing up. I'll need to redo this sheet list. Such is life. You may also choose to do multiple sheet lists for the same project. You can define one for architectural, electrical, mechanical, etc., and then only print the grouping you want, or all the groupings when you load them all. Some companies only print in PDF. Heck, I usually print a PDF set and then send that PDF set to the plotter because I'm lazy and don't want to run the publish command twice. If your workflow is the same, you can just set up your layouts to do this. Choose one of the PDF printers. I usually use the Adobe PDF General Documentation Plotter. Choose the right size. I usually use the expanded option as it works with most real plotters for the page margins. And select monochrome from the plot style table. Verify the preview and choose Apply to Layout. I should point out, the plot style table only works with index colors. If you use true colors or color books, AutoCAD will not convert them to black, which can be nice if you want a black and white print, but still want some parts to print in color. Do this for each layout and you're good. In the Publish command, you can choose Plotter named in Page Setup. The only problem is this will create an individual file for each layout. Not ideal. Instead, choose the PDF option. This section uses the default page setup, the one you saved earlier, and makes a multi-sheet PDF in black and white. I have occasionally had the Adobe PDF printer not work properly. Usually this was when a drawing also had raster images in it and transparency added. It's not a common problem, but it has happened. To fix this, try the DWG to PDF printer. This is the oldest PDF printer in AutoCAD, and I've never had an issue with it. If your prints are coming out weird, give it a try. Ever get a client that changes their mind for every print? Make 11 by 17 in color, make this submittal in black and white, but this presentation in color, send this print to the plotter on the second floor, but this one to the one on the third floor, blah, blah, blah. Changing the plot settings every time is a pain in the butt. If that's something you deal with, we can set up prints in a more advanced way, using the Page Setup Manager. You can find it here in the Output tab, or by right-clicking on a Layout tab. Generally, you'll click New and give it a descriptive name. Once you click OK, you'll get a dialog that looks a lot like the print dialog. Set up your settings as you want them and click OK. Do this again and again for all the options you want to have available. Ideally, you'd put this in your template, but there are workarounds, as we'll see later. Now, start the Publish command. Load up your sheets like normal. Now, instead of leaving the Page Setup section as default, we can select any of the page setups that we previously put together. If you select all the sheets, you can change them all at once like this. Boom, done. If you're in a project that doesn't have a page setup set up, you can also import page setups from other files where you did set them up. Just use Import and select a drawing where you do have them prepared. And that's how you batch plot or publish a complete drawing set. If you found this helpful, clicking like would definitely be appreciated. Subscribe for more tips, and be sure to share this video to that guy in your office who keeps asking you to print stuff for him. Find us on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel directly. And if you're interested in our AutoCAD, Revit, Civil 3D, Inventor, Fusion 360, SketchUp, MicroStation, or 3ds Max classes, or are interested in our consulting services, check us out at AtkinsTechConsulting.com. As always, I'm David, and happy CADing.